we are taking over this as a campus of Maseno University. So it's not that we are taking over a constituent college. That's another issue. So we are taking over this as a campus of Maseno University. The government is one, headed by one leader, and therefore, what comes from one side of government to another one is quite in order. Having thanked Moi University, I want to challenge Maseno University. Because when I was appointed as cabinet secretary, for whatever reason the president has, because I didn't lobby through him or any other person, I think it is God who interceded. But one of the tasks he gave me directly was to transform universities, to make them thin, lean, and efficient. And of course, I came with the normal gusto that I have to move at my speed. But of course, I made a brick wall. And I later found out that that brick wall was due to a quiet amendment of the University Act, which made the minister impotent. I was just a ceremonial head, there was nothing I could do. And therefore I said, rather than wasting time, let me focus on early learning where I can have some impact. But by the grace of God, what the president saw earlier, now it's affecting the universities. The universities must reform. It's not about when. They must reform. Are we getting value for money at the university? The answer is no, we are not getting. So to reform universities is urgent and should have been done yesterday. But universities belong to the government. They belong to the state. They are state assets. They are not individual assets. So as you reform them, you must refer back to the law. It doesn't matter who you are. For example, when you are awarding a university charter, I'm glad Q is here. Q is a key player. Sandu all the way huko na nguvu ya kutosha. He's a good gentleman. Q is the constant. If we are going to touch university charters, you must refer back to Q and justify why you want to do this. There are very many ways of skinning a cat. And I have said time and again that we are wasting money on human resource at the university. It is a professor who defines the universities. It is a professor who defines the universities and the strength of the universities. Some of us have decided it is the professor who must go first. And then you have so many other people who are so-called supporting staff. Supporting who? If you have already removed the professors who are bringing research money. And I say this from a very competent point of view. Because when I left the University of Nairobi 6 years ago, the budget was about 21 billion shillings. 5 billion shillings of that budget came from research alone.